Steve Jobs once said, "Sometimes life hits you in the head with a brick. Don't lose faith." But what gave him that faith? Beneath his words lies an ancient secret, one that turns suffering into strength, a secret echoed by sages across centuries, from Zen monks to Chinese philosophers. Let's explore this hidden path. Before awakening, we are often pushed and pulled by the world around us. But after awakening, we can transform the world through the power of our own mind. In recent years, we've seen many entrepreneurs speak about pain and suffering as necessary steps for growth. One successful business leader even told university students that doses of suffering are required for success. But interestingly, other equally successful entrepreneurs say the opposite. Suffering or happiness is something you can choose, and that it's entirely possible to build a thriving business while staying joyful. It seems that some of them have been touched by the wisdom of the East. As an old saying goes, the confused are ordinary people, the awakened are extraordinary. This doesn't mean we look down on those who endure pain. They have their own strength and dedication. But we also want to highlight that many joyful entrepreneurs are succeeding in ways that align deeply with ancient wisdom. Zen Buddhism, for instance, has long taught that if one realizes the true nature of the mind, its emptiness and clarity, then, before awakening, you are turned by circumstances. After awakening, you turn circumstances around. Even in objectively painful situations, with practice and inner mastery, one can regain a state of calm joy or enter the flow state, restoring creativity and strength. Steve Jobs, in his famous 2005 Stanford commencement speech, shared the phrase, "Stay hungry, stay foolish." On the surface, it encourages young people to stay curious and keep chasing dreams. But at a deeper level, it resonates with Zen teachings about emptiness, beginner's mind, and the wisdom of not knowing. To put it simply, letting go of the clever, ego-driven self and returning to the open, spacious mind of not knowing. Jobs himself practiced Zen meditation under the guidance of Kobuchino Otogawa, a disciple of the Japanese Zen master Shunryu Suzuki. So when he said, "Sometimes life hits you in the head with a brick, don't lose faith," it wasn't just motivational talk. It reflected a deep Zen-inspired belief that the mind, when steady, doesn't get swept away by the world. Instead, it transforms the world, restoring calm joy and creative flow. In fact, Wang Yangming, the great Neo-Confucian philosopher, expressed similar ideas. He even scolded a student who became unhappy because of an eye illness, saying, "Don't value your eyes more than your heart." In his view, getting upset when things go wrong simply shows that one's inner practice isn't deep enough. Wang Yangming lived more than 700 years after Zen Buddhism flourished in China. As a scholar deeply familiar with Buddhist ideas, his famous insight, "The mind is principle," was likely inspired by Zen's teaching that mind itself is Buddha. Over time, Confucianism, Buddhism, and Taoism in China blended and enriched each other. And here's the beautiful truth. Ordinary people can awaken too. When that happens, they experience what Zen master Baizhang Huaihai described. Not different from the old self, only the way of moving through life has changed. You're still the same person, with family, work, and daily life. But now anxiety, anger, and craving no longer control you. You respond with clarity and freedom. The path to awakening has two practical tools: mindful meditation and sudden insight, what the Japanese call Satori. And when you walk this path, even when life hits you with a brick, you don't lose faith. Instead, you find calm joy, resilience, and the power to turn circumstances around. And today, modern science is beginning to catch up with this ancient wisdom. In 2012, the Harvard Gazette reported a groundbreaking study showing how mindfulness meditation physically reshapes the brain. Using functional MRI scans, researchers found that before meditation training, participants showed heightened activity in the amygdala, the brain's emotional center, when reacting to emotionally charged images. But after just 8 weeks of mindfulness practice, their amygdala response dropped significantly, even when they weren't actively meditating. This tells us that meditation doesn't just bring a temporary sense of calm. It actually rewires the brain, building lasting emotional resilience. The implications are profound. Mindfulness is not merely a technique. It represents a transformational shift in how we perceive and interact with reality. And beyond the science, meditation has, for thousands of years, served as a gateway to deeper understanding, an ancient path to grasping the true nature of existence. In the misty morning at Kyoto's Myoshinji Temple, the sound of a bell rings through the fog. A Zen monk raises a bamboo sword and swings it through the air. At first glance, it seems like a simple move, but in that brief moment, just 0.3 seconds, something powerful happens inside the brain. Zen calls this moment cutting off the past and future, and brain scans show that during this instant, the brain's activity shifts dramatically. Gamma waves, fast brain waves linked to insight and awareness, suddenly spike across different parts of the brain. Scientists call this a brief moment of expanded consciousness. Back in China's Tang Dynasty, a Zen master named Huangbo said, "Between past and future, there is no going, no staying, no coming." His message was clear. Stop clinging to the past or worrying about the future. Return to the present. See your true self. Master Rinzai, a key figure in Zen history, developed a bold method in the 9th century. Sudden shouts and strikes meant to wake students up instantly. These weren't acts of aggression, but tools to shake the mind out of its usual patterns. Today, neuroscientists have discovered that these methods actually match something measurable in the brain. Those same gamma waves that light up during moments of deep meditation or insight. It's as if ancient Zen had discovered a way to tune the brain long before science could explain it. Zen koans, mind-twisting questions in the brain. One day, a student asked Master Zhao, "Does a dog have Buddha nature?" The master answered with one sharp word, "No." This was shocking. Everyone in Buddhism knows all living beings have Buddha nature. So why say no? It turns out that shock is the point. Stanford researchers found that these kinds of puzzling Zen riddles, called koans, can stop certain brain regions in their tracks in just 300 milliseconds. Specifically, they disrupt the part of the brain that keeps our inner narrative going, the voice in our heads that's always explaining, judging, and labeling. When that part shuts off, it creates a gap, an opening where pure awareness can shine through. It's a bit like how a quantum computer needs to clear its memory before doing something new. Zen koans do something similar. They reset the mind, stripping away habits and allowing a fresh way of seeing to emerge. Your greatest advantage in life isn't something outside of you, it's hidden within your own mind. In this episode, we explored the Zen blade and the quantum mind, a method rooted in ancient Zen tradition known as sudden enlightenment, or Satori. Through a single shout or a flash of insight, masters like Rinzai could help students break through mental walls and awaken the Tao heart, a powerful state of inner clarity, emotional resilience, and creative brilliance. We connected this ancient practice with modern neuroscience, revealing how these sudden interventions actually spark measurable changes in brainwaves and neuroplasticity. But this is only one path. Another is mindful meditation or spiritual fasting, slower but equally transformative. These methods are also part of our Neo-Zen series, helping you cultivate deep awareness over time. Whether through the flash of Satori or the steady breath of mindfulness, the goal is the same, to awaken your full potential. Through these timeless stories and practices, you'll learn how to build inner peace and outer excellence, no matter what challenges or goals lie ahead. Rinzai's shout cuts through thought like a blade. But what happens after the shock fades? When emotions rise again, Zen offers more than a moment of clarity. It offers a path beyond the self that suffers. Now let's go deeper, into the heart of emotion and illusion. Have you ever caught yourself spiraling in emotion, asking, why am I so anxious? Why can't I control my reactions? Modern psychology might say, manage your triggers, but ancient Zen says, ask a better question. This video reveals 1,200-year-old insights that can free you from emotional traps, not by fighting them, but by seeing through them. In the realm of true wisdom, how you ask matters far more than the answers you find. Elon Musk once said, the ultimate secrets of the universe lie in how we ask the question. In Western approaches to emotional management, we're often told to ask, why am I being hijacked by emotion? Why did my amygdala take over again? These questions sound reasonable, yet they trap us in a loop of endlessly fixing the self, a tired, struggling me, trying to tame the waves of feeling, but only drowning deeper. Meanwhile, ancient Eastern Zen offers a radically different lens. Don't ask, why am I being overwhelmed? Ask instead, who is being overwhelmed? This question isn't looking for an answer. Its purpose is to break the illusion of the self, to free you from the prison of identity. Modern neuroscience confirms it. The self in our heads is merely a narrative construct. That voice in your mind? It's a habit of thought, not the truth of who you are. And Zen knew this all along. 1,000 years ago, it whispered, originally, there's not a single thing. So where can dust alight? The Western mind tries to manage the dream. Zen strikes the bell and wakes you from it. True wisdom isn't about how well you manage emotion. It's about this. Have you seen through the illusion of the self behind it all? In the ancient wisdom of the East, Zen master Rinzai revealed 4 profound steps of mindfulness practice, known as the 4 classifications. They are not just methods, but 4 dimensions of clarity, guiding us out of emotional turmoil, beyond the illusion of self, and into a life of peace and presence. Step 1. Let go of the self, not the situation. When emotions flare and your thoughts spiral, don't rush to ask, why am I like this? Instead ask, who is feeling this emotion? Is this me real, or just a thought passing through? The moment you step outside the illusion of I, the emotion no longer controls you. It simply flows. Step 2. Let go of the situation, not the self. You begin to see the world's successes and failures not as fixed realities, but as shifting reflections of your mind. You ask, is this goal I cling to truly meaningful? Or is it just another mirage on the path? Step 3. Let go of both self and situation. Here, the boundaries between self and world begin to dissolve. There's no more, I am breathing, just breathing, happening. No more, I see the mountain, only the mountain simply being. This is the wisdom beyond duality, where thought fades and pure awareness remains. Step 4. Let go of neither self nor situation. You've let go of the ego. You've let go of emptiness. Now you simply live, naturally, joyfully. To see a mountain is just to see a mountain. To eat a meal is just to eat a meal. But you're no longer bound by craving or confusion. This isn't ordinary life. It's sacred, serene freedom returning to what always was. From asking who is suffering to no longer asking at all. That is the path Zen offers, a freedom that begins when the self dissolves and ends in the calm clarity that I am everything. If these Zen insights resonate with you, don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment below. Which stage touched your heart the most? Let's keep exploring Eastern wisdom, modern practice together.